Hey guys, quick update. First of all, yeah, I have the camera this way because it's easier to film this way. The way I filmed last night was hard. But anyway, so this is just a quick update. As you can see in my eyes, I've been crying and I've got like no sleep. And those two things combined, is very trying and hard. And I I'm kind of happy, but I'm kind of sad. I I said I sent that email last night. I got a response. And at first it was a little bit about I'm gonna finish them, and this and the other, and I felt okay about it. But then the anxiety kicked in more, and I just miss them. Basically, I miss them. I don't have animals. I'm not a cat person or a dog person, really. I mean, my family has them, but I could take them or leave them. Like, I don't want to have to take care of them and deal with them. So these dolls are essentially my family. They're my, they're an extension of myself, who I am. And so I am, I'm happy, but I'm sad. I'm really, really sad because it's like when you see something that you really want, and it's within reach, but you have to put it in layaway, so you have to wait on it. But then when you get it, it's worth the wait. But what happened in this situation is beyond that. What happened in this situation was it took so long. It took so long to get him back that I started to lose my passion for the hobby. And what I mean is, I don't care anymore. I don't want it if it's going to be this hard. I don't want it if it's going to cost this much. I don't want it if I can't deal with people that know how to communicate with others. And I know that's not everybody. Trust me, I know. It's not everybody. But it's a lot of people. And you can't deny there are a lot of people in this hobby who have a lot of mental and emotional things going on, me included. Um, so I think I think them doing art and painting and commissioning is great because it gives them an outlet to escape from a lot of that. And I think that's wonderful. I've always been 100% for art therapy. However, if you know that you're not going to be able to finish something, please don't commission in the first place. Please don't do that to me. It's so horrible to be in a position where you think, you're being reasonable. You're like 3 to 4 weeks, and it ends up being 3 to 4 years, 2 years, or it comes back and it's terrible. And there's just a lot of reasons why. It's just, I'm so tired. It's one thing to be upset and anxious. It's a whole other thing to be upset, anxious, and exhausted. I literally got maybe 4.5 hours of sleep last night because I wasn't sure how things were going to go today. I wasn't sure what was going to have to be competitive. And because I paid like an idiot because I was new to the BJD hobby, friends and family on PayPal have no case to get any money back. I'm completely screwed on that sense as far as the money side goes. This artist is basically charging me $50 to send them back, which isn't too bad because there's like 9 of them left. But I know a lot of them are small too. Um, this whole thing has been a nightmare. Imagine, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Imagine that you got one of the fidget spinners when they got real popular and hot and attractive and fun. And we're not even getting into whether it's for anxiety or anything like that. That's not where I'm going with this. I'm saying imagine you had a really hot item and you ordered it, but you wanted something customized on it. And you sent it to someone and you didn't see it for 2 years. And then it comes back in 2 years and the trend is over and you're over it. I feel so uninspired because they've been gone for so long that I stopped caring. And another reason why I stopped caring is because I downgraded so much from what I had before. And another reason why I stopped caring is this whole ordeal cost me an amazing relationship with the Monster High repaint artist. Now, that doesn't mean we're on bad terms. What I mean is, I had to sell 4 or 5 of her creations to pay for one dress or a wig or something for the BJG side. And I really, in my heart of hearts, felt like this was the right thing to do. I felt like I'm gonna get something better because I'm investing in something else. That's more for me, that I'll enjoy more, that I like more. And here we are. So, on the bright side, um, once the dolls are here, I can do a little box opening, show you what I have left. It's not much. The good news is I have all the COAs for what's left, I believe. I don't think there's any that I don't have a COA for, and if I don't have one, it's only because I bought it as a hybrid, and whatever artist hybrid it didn't give it to me. That's the only reason I would think that I wouldn't have one, but all of mine are legitimate. I know because I know what to look for, and I've never ever bought a recast ever. Um, so everything's good in that sense. I'll have them all home, but it's crazy. Imagine going to a car dealership, and this actually happens quite a lot. So this is a better example. Imagine going to a car dealership, and they give you a test drive of a car, and you're like, I love it. This is amazing. This is great. You showed them exactly the one you liked on the commercial, and then you go to say, okay, I want it. That's great. I love this car. This is the car I want. It's amazing. And they're like, oh, well, the one that we showed you is actually a loaded one, so it's gonna be like 10 grand more. And then you're like, well, that's not the one I came in to look at. Well, yeah, it's not the one you came in to look at, but we were trying to sell you something that's a little bit better. Um, Another example, this happens all the time, and I think it's so wrong, and I don't know why people do this. Um, when somebody is searching for a home, and they take them to the high end before the low end to show them where their money is going to be. And I understand the gist of it. I mean, I get it. You want to tell somebody this is realistically where your money can go, where it can be, whatnot. But it's hurtful when somebody does that to you because you you see something you can't have, and then everything else is not as good. Even though it might be amazing, it might be great for your budget. It's just not as good because you didn't do it. And having a real estate license, it's a horrible thing because I've had to do it to people before. They're like, "Oh, go show them that one. That's 100K," and then tell them where 70 really goes. That 30K makes a big difference. Why? Why should I take somebody to something they can't afford? That is so mean. To me, that is like the meanest thing you can do to somebody. You're showing them something they can't afford. Nothing else is going to be as great. And I think that's the second part of what I'm feeling right now. I really loved this artist's work. I thought it was the creme of the creme. You've heard me use that phrase so many times. I know people say it's the cream of the crop. I call it the creme of the creme. I felt like their work was the creme of the creme, the best, amazing, and I didn't have to send it to Russia or Europe or somewhere else because that's typically where the best artists are. I mean, from my understanding, again, if I'm not right. Educate me below. I like to be educated. But my understanding was always that some of the best artists came from overseas, um, as far as commissions and whatnot goes. Um, of course, there are good ones too, but there's just a lot. There's getting the short stick, and there's getting like the part that flexes, and then being just that little bitty flex. That's what I feel like. I feel like I've been twisted, and I'm getting my items back, but I'm completely unfulfilled because they're not done, and now I have to start all over when I've already invested in something that didn't work out. That is a horrible, horrible thing. Let me give you a really good example. This will be my last one. When I was working in furniture a few years ago, they kept telling me, "Oh, these are the pros and cons of an adjustable base." I was like, "Well, that's awesome." I hardly ever use it, which is great because mostly people that use it have acid reflux, fibromyalgia, blood problems, whatnot, and they have to have their legs up or their head up or something so they can breathe better. You mostly see them in hospital beds anyway. Well, considering I hardly ever use it, I was like, I think I just got sucked into something I'll never do or use. So that's kind of how it is. I mean, somebody basically held up something in front of you that you really wanted, you grabbed it, and then they basically take it away or they withhold it, which is worse. It's one thing for somebody to take something away completely, but to withhold it is painful too because that withholding for so long made me stop caring. I literally stopped caring. I began to slowly but surely hate this hobby. And you'll see it. Now that I've said that, go back and watch all the videos on BJJ Wine Time Talk. You can tell I'm just kind of answering questions, just kind of going through it, and then the ones where I'm talking about different things in the hobby, I'm just kind of like there, but I don't really care because you stop caring. Imagine how you'd feel if you have to sell 3 dolls to buy an outfit or a wig or whatever. I mean, I've lost grells over this. I've lost grells I'll never be able to get back because they were Ellie. Unless by some miracle of God the artist decides to repost them, I'll never see them again. And just to share what people won't do. I'm so torn right now, guys. I am so torn. I'm not gonna make this for a long video. I'm about to end it here, but I'm so torn because I'm so happy they're coming home. I have missed my angels so much. But I also lost a big passion for this hobby that I had when I first got into it. Because I came here for having such a heavy heart after leaving that horrible job. And I came here with so much anxiety, and this was going to be a way for me to relieve that. So it's a lot. I mean, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm happy, but I'm also nervous and scared all over again because I have to start with a completely new artist and build that trust and relationship back with somebody new. And for some of you, that may be easy. That may be nothing. For someone like me, who's constantly on edge, who has constantly been oppressed their whole life, it's real hard. It's real hard to build that trust with somebody because so often you build trust with somebody, and then this happens. I kept this relationship going for so long because I trusted them. And when your trust gets broken, to me, your trust being broken is one of the worst things that could happen to a person because you built around this false relationship of what it was supposed to be versus what it actually is. And yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go walk. It's a little hot, so I'm gonna wait a while, but I'm gonna go walk in a little bit and just try to clear my mind, listen to music, play some YouTube videos, try to cheer myself up. Because I can't talk about this anymore. I can't think about it. It's just a lot. And to the new subscribers, I appreciate your support. The comment on the video before this, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I'm trying. This may look like I'm falling apart. I'm actually trying real hard to chin up. I'm trying so hard. Just to get in front of a camera when you're upset like this takes a lot of confidence. So trust me, I am trying. But I'm never going to come on here and be fake to anybody. I'm always going to be real. I keep it real on this channel, even if it hurts. Even if people laugh at me, I keep it real. Alright guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, notifications, whatevs. Do all those things. I'll talk to you later. I will update you for the next Wine Time Talk, which will probably be at the end of August. Alright, bye.